First of all, I'd just like to say thank you to our fans that came out today and wearing the red in ALS awareness to support that. I really appreciate that. Hopefully we'll continue to gain more fans as we continue with this season. We'll certainly need them on Friday and then on Sunday this week as we open up for real. Exhibition games are exactly, or this one in particular, is exactly what we anticipated in terms of different lineups. Kids always, whether you're a freshman or whether you're Aberdeen, a new kid to our system. Trying to get some of the kinks out. I think there's butterflies. I think there's trepidation anytime you're new at this. And certainly, I thought Tiber Bus looked good. Amanda Cahill's going to be just fine. I thought Kim Royster played great, and we've seen that in practice. Hence the reason why she got the nod to start. We were just trying to get a sense of our rotation, which again is still too early to tell whether or not what that's going to look like. Starting lineup's always up for grabs as well. And really that was just based on the fact that we thought Amber and Kim have just played consistently in practice. At the end of the day, you're rewarded for your performance. That's why those two got the nod tonight. In the lineup. So good first exhibition game. Saw some things that we certainly have to clean up. Really didn't feel like we had any rhythm offensively. Expected UIndy to be in a little bit of a zone. They played it probably longer than we would have liked, just because we've been so focused in on our man-to-man offense and really trying to get after it defensively, man-to-man also. So wasn't that we were surprised. We just haven't gone up against a zone. We just actually put our zone offense in this week, and obviously it kind of probably looked like that today. So we'll get better, and really I saw some good things, and I saw some things we got to clean up. But for our first exhibition game, glad we got a lot of kids in, and they got their feet wet early.
So specifically with Kim, is the added advantage of having her in a starting lineup that she can run the floor the way she can? Is that part of the analysis?
Part of it, but she's just really been consistent, and in practice, as far as her shot selection, being great around the basket, and knocking down shots, and we got to see that in our close scrimmage a week ago. That she just seemed very, very steady, she's produced for us in practice and has been consistent. We know what Jen Anderson can do, but we have to have obviously other post players that are going to contribute if we want to advance and do, hopefully be as successful as we were a year ago. We're going to have other post players are going to step up. So we're really pleased with Kim Royster and the way she's been playing so far.
You talked about not going up against the zone very much in the third quarter, and you guys had that lull. Was the shot selection what you wanted, or?
I didn't feel like our shot selection was a very good, period. I felt like we were trying to make plays that were way more difficult. Instead of making the easy play, perhaps we didn't have great eye contact with our teammates and each other, and so we were running away from cuts and trying to make passes and leaving our feet and doing undisciplined things. And so we've got to have better ball movement. We have to run and cut harder, and that's in any offense. And so we have to be better at that. And so, like I mentioned, we're going to improve with that zone offense, and then we've yet to put any quick hits, in. So again, it's kind of it's early for us as far as how we feel like our growth will be in that offense in particular.
How much did that hot start in the beginning. Obviously, it was 17-0, I think. How much did that help set the tone, and what did you see that was going right in that time?
Well, we were getting run-outs. You know, I felt like we were really trying to push the ball in transition, something that we didn't do enough in our close scrimmage, and so that was the challenge in pregame, was just to go out. We wanted to really try to push tempo, and obviously that got us playing a little bit faster. I thought it got UIndy on their heels, and the result of that is we got some easy buckets, and certainly she had to make a decision to go zone, and it was the right, because it slowed us down, it slowed our pace down. We were still trying to run some early offense against the zone, but again, no excuses. We're a veteran team with 5 seniors, but we weren't transitioning very well from our early offense into our zone offense, and you got to be able to do those two things. And because we felt like we could still come off ball screens, but then we started getting a little hesitant, and then we were careless at times also, and that was frustrating over there on the sideline. But we'll be better because of it. You know, you don't go into a game, and again, great coaches make adjustments, and Kristen, I thought, did a nice job of changing it up for us, and really we became stagnant, and that's not what you want. But we'll, like I said, we'll go back. We'll have great film footage to show our kids and share with our kids, and I think that we'll continue to get better without question.
What did you think of the way Amber played tonight?
You know, I think it was typical first game for a new kid, even though she's a 5th-year senior that's considered a veteran and has played in a lot of ball games. I thought she looked a little bit hesitant, probably more so than she has this week. We've really encouraged her to do less thinking and just play off of her instincts, because she's very instinctual and can get to the basket and can drive it and attack, but she also can shoot the 3 with consistency. So I thought that it was a typical first game for a kid that's never been in an assembly hall. This is her first collegiate game, if you will, with Indiana, and I thought she was a little bit hesitant, but you know, this is another kid that we know what she's capable of. We get to see it every day in practice. So hopefully, like I said, we can show her some great film, and you know, come Friday, that she will be way more aggressive offensively for us. And part of that is too, I think, with a lot of our players. You know, we were substituting over there pretty freely today, which doesn't happen very often. And so for some of those kids to kind of get into a rhythm, and being on the floor for an extended amount of time where they can really get, you know, their legs underneath them, and I think that's important as well to point out. So yeah, she can play. She's a really good basketball player, and she's gonna be really important to our success.
Defensively, it seemed like there were a couple rough stretches, but your team was doing a good job of blocking shots, taking charges. What are some of the things that you liked, but also some of the things that maybe need to be worked on before you head on to Presbyterian?
Well, I thought at times, I think from the gate, we felt like we were pretty sound. Out of the gate, we were pretty sound early, okay? And then as the game kind of lingered on, I felt like we lost sort of our intent, our focus. We weren't as sound. We stopped communicating. The thing with that is, it's a 40-minute game, and every possession matters, every moment matters, every play matters. And you know, I just felt like we got kind of inside ourselves, whether we were focused on the wrong things, which might have been offense, you know, and making sure we were going to get ours. I don't know if that's what we were thinking, and I'll be responsible for getting that fixed. But I just thought that we could have done a much better job defensively in terms of being sound. We didn't play flare screens correctly. We didn't play pin down screens correctly from time to time. And when I say didn't play them correctly, that was we didn't play them consistently correctly. And that's something that we drill every day, and that should be real easy to make that adjustment, whether it's from the sideline or whether it's out of a timeout. Our ability to go in and make adjustments needs to happen, and I didn't feel like today it did. So we're going to have to grow from that and learn from that and be better because of it. Awesome. Thank you, guys.